Hello, how are y'all? So, I filmed yesterday, but I had put a new SD card in the camera, and I guess I should have formatted it first because everything I filmed just disappeared into the ether. I already have a lot planned out. It's not all in here. I have a project planner that I will be showing soon, but I'm not going to start that really until May 1st. This is sort of the trial run April for the Plan As You Go, because I've never done a Plan As You Go. And as some of you know, I have been struggling with planning. So I thought this would be a really good way to sort of get me into the swing of things, because I haven't been getting videos up every day. I'm getting used to this. But I am working at it, and on the days I don't plan, I guess I'll do a short video about what's going on and why. Maybe I didn't plan, like the other day when I had a home day and I sort of tossed the to-do list out of the proverbial window and said, okay, it's time to buckle down and get a bunch of stuff done in the house. And then the next day was family day because I had to pick up Victor from school. And I spent that time with Victor. Now that's not to say that I didn't do other things, that I didn't do creative things, or that I didn't do some research or anything. But the home day, Wednesday was a Victor day, so I could actually write family day here. I need to catch up on this. Friday I did get some things done, but I didn't do as much as I wanted to. And Saturday I did get some things done, but I didn't get as much as I wanted to. Today I have a lot of things to do. This was yesterday, and as you can see, it was a very busy day. I did a live video on Patreon. And I watched Ro right here. I watched her video. I'm going to write some stuff. I'm going to do the weather, and I am going to I started writing some thoughts down about something I want to do a coffee chat for, and I continued writing. I started here, and there's all these pages. This is where, this week coming is where a lot of this really starts. This kind of stuff, the trackers, and the two different kinds, the anxiety tracker, the gratitude. This is work tracker. I wrote down my goals here. There are some things that I have here, and then these are some of my focus. Well, someone suggested, since the Hobonichi is already laid out, that I utilize the Hobonichi. So I thought, well, I could try. So one of the things that I have done, I matched my pain to this and then added the mood, and I used pretty much I used the same colors. And for pain I have none, and then here I have meh for a mood, where I don't really have a mood. It's just kind of Yellow would be happy, creative, focused. Pain would be barely any. The blue for the mood would be creative but not focused, where I'm happy, creative, but I'm not focused. Whereas the pain would be some pain. The dark gray is distracted, anxious, but I can work. And the dark gray is, oh, the pain, but I can still get some things done. And the orange is no work, no focus, no creativity. And the orange, kind of dark orange color for the pain is Calgon take me away. That means it's a bad day. I'm not going to get anything done. This is not going so well. So I'm just going to keep up with the regular tracker. So this is my regular color code, and I've added it into here, and I'm going to add it in here somewhere. I will do that soon. I haven't done that yet, but I will. And I think I may do that right here. For the regular color code, I have this. And I just put this down because this had my old color code on it. And I love this quote. I love that quote. I've always loved that quote. I have this. And then what I thought I'd do, I guess I should start with this. I have separated these out. And here's a maze. And I have my word count because I still need to be writing. And then right here I just have my goals. Okay, and then this I'm going to, I think, log personal bills maybe, so that I know when they're due. Haven't written it down yet. I'm not actually going to be tracking anything other than word count, and then I'm going to use this for personal bills because I've tried tracking in here and it works pretty well. I think maybe the thing for me is a bullet journal and the Hobonichi. We'll see. Because although I love to journal in it and I wanted to journal, I can't, I don't, I'm not utilizing it as a journal either. There is not enough time in the day for me to journal in every single journal that I want to journal in all of the ways that I want to journal. So I'm going to have to be better about picking and choosing. So I'm going to write the bills down from here into this front part. And I added the music washi tape. I took this away and added the music washi tape because I had pre-decorated the months in here. And for this one I wanted to include that because it's Mr. Rockstar's birthday and Mother's Day. So I have a few things going on. I don't have everything logged in here, but I need to log some more stuff in here. We get to here. And I had filmed this. And I started last week, kind of had an idea, and I did do some. So I wrote down the focus, some of the things that aren't my goals, focus, that aren't date specific, but that I'd like to get done this month. I wrote down sectioned off things that should be, this is sort of the how I'd like to kind of get things done tentatively, how my schedule would sort of work. I want to walk every day. I want to be in bed by midnight. This should be my morning routine up here. The morning routine is abbreviated over here on the weekends because I'm not going to do as much of the morning routine on the weekend. I'm still going to do it, but on Saturday and Sunday it's okay if I sleep in a little. So then we get back here, and this is today. And I need to do some other things. So I don't read military time well. I mean, I can figure it out, but I'm going to be counting on my fingers. So I just went ahead and did the numbers in here, and I will go through. Oh, see, mistake already made. I started out at 8 o'clock here, and I realized that I probably need to start at about 6 because it really depends on what time I go to bed, and starting the morning here at 6 will show me more than this will. So I have a stick-it note here because if I have enough time today, I'm going to try to film the coffee chat for tomorrow so that tomorrow I can film Patreon's coffee chat. So I can stay a day ahead with some of those kind of videos. And then here are some of my goals, and I have them out here. Some of my goals for the month of May. Now some of these I know are really far-reaching goals, and I'm okay with that. And everything I've read tells you that you should kind of go big with your goals. And then you can break them down into actionable steps so that those steps are more realistic. So I want to make sure that I've covered some of them. This one is a little bit bigger than this one. Clean out organized kitchen cabinets, clean organized room, review. Yeah, those are pretty much, I've added more to this. Some of this is here. So far I've got some in different places. So what I'll do is I'll do some thin washi right here going down the line, and I will block off. See, here's Monday's page. And I'm not going to go too far ahead with these. I have the weekly to look at. To do that. Because when I do the dailies, they're more of a of real-time stuff. So what I get done today will change this over here, which is why I don't have a whole lot over here. So right here I have and this was to edit originally, and I hadn't written it down yet. And I went to try to import the pictures from the camera from where I filmed all of this last night, and you know what? Yeah, it wasn't there. So I reformatted the memory card. I didn't have any choice. I hated to do that, but so in between, it did take a little bit of me time. I got ready. The whole wash your face, brush your teeth. Okay. And then we're going to edit. Okay. So this is where this planning out and tracking will go. I'm just going to write down things, and that'll be that. For the Hobonichi, it's just about the writing of the things down, and little, you know, so that this page can be the rest of the stuff. So, I mean, I have these things right here. Okay, and then that way I can take any notes. I can write a quote. I can write down the affirmation card, which I haven't done yet. And I can take notes, because what I'm finding is that I need to have a place where I can write down stuff for the day. And I'd much rather do that in this notebook right here than in this notebook. So I'm going to write some stuff down for Saturday, because there were some things that were mentioned in a video I was watching, and I want to take those notes, and I'm going to take them right here. And I'm going to put the affirmation from yesterday right there, because I didn't get around to that. And when I do this, it will be a little bit different. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking, is that, I mean, I can take notes. I can write down what I'm doing, because I started it, I didn't fill it in here. I had a salad, chicken, and then I had a banana, and for lunch I had leftovers. And yesterday, see, I can write things down. But I can write the notes, because that's what I want to do, is take the notes from the video that I watched. I need to rewatch some of it and take the notes, because there were some important things on there. And then today I can finish taking notes from that video. If I need more space, I can write my daily affirmation on both of these. And I think this was working okay, but it's already filled out on the Hobonichi. I mean, it's already here. I'm just going to use some washi tape. I cut that washi tape in half. I didn't do such a great job on this portion, but it's okay. I'm not sweating the perfection thing. Some of the perfectionism is hard for me to get past with certain things, but I'm finding more and more that the planner thing, as long as it works, I'm not worried. See, this right here is all time with my mom, and this is going to be all time with this, which is why I decided I did this first, and I was like, no, this is too much. So I just highlighted the area here instead of coloring the whole thing in. That way I can see highlighted areas, you know. I can just box it in instead of coloring the whole thing. You know, it's just too much So I'm just going to box in areas. And tomorrow when I start, I will color code this little date part so that when I go to here, I can fill this in with the time tracking. I'm still going to try the Chronodeck sometime the middle of May or so, but I'm going to give myself a few weeks of working with the bullet journal and the Hobonichi, a structured planner, because I am a calendar person at heart. I'm a calendar person and a to-do list, but I also like the idea of doing this in here and the trackers and sort of looking at a log and then writing my gratitude and other things that won't fit in the Hobonichi. And I can do out a different weekly where I'm actually writing down things as I do them. I mean, I'll have things listed this week, next week, you know, I think it would be better for me to do that. And then I would like to set up, I'm going to have to, that's something I wrote down and I was like, I'm not going to be able to do that. So I'll just cover that up. But I want to do a doodle challenge, some kind of doodle challenge thing. And I haven't figured out which one, so when I do figure it out, I'm just going to use these 2 pages for the doodle challenge. And I could just take a piece of paper and glue it right over here and just put May, and then use the space for the doodle challenge. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I mean, I think this is going to work pretty well. This is a self-tracker, so I'm going to track the weather, the pain, my anxiety, depression, morning routine, evening routine, and the moon. I have the moon phases right here. And then this, along with, this is sort of what I'm doing, and the personal tracker right here. And then this is my anxiety tracker. And then I have the work tracker and the house tracker right here. And I know that's a lot of tracking, but honestly, I need to do this. I can see what I'm doing and where my time is being spent for purposes. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do all of these trackers every single month. I doubt very seriously if I do all of these trackers every single month. But I need to get a better way of keeping track of what I'm doing. Like, I can't remember the last time I did blah, 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 blah. And then this way, I kind of know. Because this is a lot. I may end up doing a page somewhere in the back of when is the last time. And just writing, you know, that way I know when is the last time I changed oil, when is the last time I did blah blah blah. So we'll see, but I think this is going to work out a lot better. I have this calendar to kind of glance at with what I'm doing. I also have the calendar in the Hobonichi. I'm not sure that I'll do a calendar. I might just glue a calendar in here next month to look at for certain things. I do not know. But this way, if the anxiety is really kicking in, because it and the ADHD are the things I have the bulk of my trouble with. The depression, it comes and goes, and when it's bad, but usually it's the anxiety that really triggers it, or the ADHD, along with life stuff. Hopefully I've had enough life stuff for a while. Hopefully there won't be any major, especially tragic kind of events I'll have to deal with anytime soon. Now, this is a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. After May, I doubt very seriously if I keep up with all of this. I will streamline it until I get to a point where it's not so much to keep up with. But for now, it's okay. And if it gets where it's just too much to keep up with, then I'll end up where I don't track. You'll see as it goes which tracker I end up using most, I guess, if it just becomes way too much to use all at one time. So I guess that's where I'm at, is I have the Hobonichi ready, and I'll write if anything comes up, any appointments or anything comes up, I will write them in. And then this is pretty busy. I didn't do very much for Thursday because this is when I have Victor. This is Victor's color. And that way I know when I have time blocked off like that. Not too bad. I know. Okay, so the plan, like I said, is to bring May in with some additional things and to take away some of the things that aren't working. So I think the dailies I'm not going to be doing the same way in the omni-journal. The dailies are going to be more regular daily, where like sort of a maybe commonplace. So let's go back to Sunday's page in here. So here we have, this is today's page, and I'm doing this. And then all of this will be notes. So I'll write something right here, what video, the name of the video, the date the video was published, and then I'll write my notes down. And then I'll write my affirmation card down here, and then I have some space for notes right here, and I have some notes because I'm going to start the notes over here, and yeah, so far so good. I think after this day and this day it won't matter, because these are in the way. So if I had a day where I had taken a lot of notes or whatever, like this, like, because I had to put continue down here, right here with an arrow, and put the page number. So I don't want to have to do that. That way, whenever, if I have a day where I'm doing something and I need to take a lot of notes, I can do that. And I could make a notation on this page right here, for omni-journal page blah 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 for notes about, you know, if I needed to. And that way I'm working with them in conjunction with each other. And I think, because I love the Hobonichi. I love the Hobonichi. And I think what my problem was is that I love it, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So if I can use these in conjunction with each other, and you know, I can have as many planners as I want, just like I can have as many journals as I want, so long as I like them and they're working for me and I'm happy with them. That's what matters. And there is no right or wrong journal to use when you are bullet journaling or omni-journaling or anything. You can use whatever kind of notebook you want. To be honest, you know, if you wanted, you could use a lined notebook, you could use a blank notebook, you could use grid or dot grid, you can use a smaller notebook than this. If this works, using these in conjunction with each other, I may end up using the AVEC Hobonichi Cousin next year and using the Breeze instead of the Enigma and putting them in one cover, because they'll fit in there if I use the AVEC and the Breeze. So that might be what I end up doing next year, is doing that. And that would work pretty well. I mean, July they come out with they'll have July for the AVEC, and I could do a Breeze, but to be honest, I'm going to finish this up, and we're going to see how it works in conjunction with each other. And I think that would be a really good thing, is if it works really well together, then I'll be able to use the Breeze and the AVEC version of the Hobonichi cousin, and then this could be a completely different. I could put a journal in this for something else. I'm still using the B6 for my personal stuff, my personal journaling, and for my art journaling. But I just noticed that for planning I really needed more space than the B6. But for journaling, the B6 is perfect. I love this. So that's where I'm at, y'all. I will see y'all again tomorrow with some plan with me, where you'll see me doing Monday and hopefully Tuesday is when I will start using all these trackers. So y'all have a good one, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks, y'all. Bye.